Hello, Ganes. Welcome to the show. And this is very, very interesting. It's going to be very brief. People are pushing this negative propaganda against Arteta. This propaganda is falsehood peddled by those haters of Arteta. What are they saying now? They are saying Arteta is not the brain behind Jokerex. And this is very interesting. It started as a rumor, like a narrative, some people's opinion. Now they're pushing that opinion for that opinion to become facts. And some of us are going to correct it. I'm asking you, goodness out there, where and when did Mikel Arteta come out to say that he loves Sesko and not Jokerex? I want to know. Where did Mikel Arteta come out to say he doesn't like Gyökeres, but he loves Sesko and he wants to sign Sesko? Gyökeres is now the player we want. And now some of them are saying that it's Better's choice, but not Arteta's choice. Arteta wanted Sesko, and therefore, when the Sesko deal failed, and they are bringing Klopp even into it, that Klopp is the one who was interested or is interested in Sesko, and therefore he created that. But Sesko's team decided to raise the price, and also so we should give the credit to Klopp. All this. So as Arteta metamorphosed into the director of football only to go and sign Sesko. When he failed, then he called Better and said, Better, I failed to sign Sesko. So come and take over from me as a temporary director of football and then go and sign Jokerex for me. Go and sign Jokerex, the one you want. Is that how it works? Look, we are football fans. We don't have technical training or we are not managers. But some of us have seen this game. Some of us have watched this game for a long time and we understand. There is nowhere in the world where a director of football will buy a player that the manager who is going to manage the player is not in the know or does not endorse it. It doesn't work anywhere. Why do you hate Arteta like that? So now there is wonderful euphoria. People are excited. They want to find a way to take Arteta out of the equation and say, yes, Better. We know he's the director of football, but he works in tandem with the manager. Better, there's no way Better can buy a player that Arteta does not like. There's no way. Arteta has not had any interview anywhere mentions that he wants Sesko over Jokerex. He's never mentioned that before. Arteta has never mentioned the name of Sesko anywhere before. He doesn't even want to talk about players who are not his players. And that is being his talk and trade, like most managers. He doesn't, when you ask him a question about a player that is not at the moment at Arsenal, he will not answer. He will tell you he doesn't speak about. So where did he grant that interview? What is all this? When you hate a man, don't hate him and concoct lies and fabricate things. It is never true that he doesn't like Jokerex. When they signed Jokerex, I know he will grant an interview and he will tell you fans that the more reason he came was because Arteta spoke to him. Even when the director of football is negotiating and it gets to where the player wants to be comfortable and know whether he will be able to fit in the system, he has to speak with the manager. The manager will therefore, after the negotiation is done, after the the football director does all the financial negotiations and all those things that comes with the paperwork, then it will come to the technicalities. That's where the player will speak to the manager and see whether he will buy the philosophy. And we've heard Declan Rice, we've heard most of the players saying that, look, Ateta spoke with me. I fell in love with, Harvard says the same thing. Not only Arsenal, other teams, they sign because of the manager. Players are very, very particular. They are not interested in who's the director of football. The director of football does what? Identifies you, does the paperwork, does the scouting with the scout team and all that. After that, he's going to spend the rest of his life in the hands of a manager. And you say he doesn't have a say. Okay, so now the Arsenal Football Club is divided into two. This is absurd and credit us with wisdom. We are intelligent, we are very intelligent, and we know this is not true. So, goodness out there, discard that narrative that Ateta wanted Sesko and Berta wants Jokorex. So, therefore, it's not Ateta's choice. And whether he's going, even some of them are saying that is he going to play bench him and play Havertz? We all know Havertz is not a striker. We know we are looking for, and credit Ateta with some wisdom. Credit him. If you hate him, at least credit him with something. My name is Michael Aiko Smith. This is a fact check. I'll come back again. Makram.